So you're about to start your YouTube journey and you're about to shoot your first video. And this is the part where we're going to be talking about the pre-production stage. You know, shooting your first video, what it takes to shoot your first video. We also have another video where we talk about the post-production, which involves the editing and all of that. But for this video, we're going to be talking about the pre-production stage, which involves actually shooting the video. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is scripting. Once you get that idea for your video, before you even begin to script and all of that, I would always advise that you have an idea of the thumbnail that you're going to use, the title that you're going to use, and if possibly the hook, because these are the most important things. Before you even begin to do your research and start scripting out or writing out what you're going to say, make sure that you have these things on lockdown. Then when you begin to script, I would always say don't script word for word. If you're writing down what you're going to say, always write them down as bullet points or as key points. Because I find that if you begin to script, if you're scripting word for word and you expect to say these things word for word on camera, you'll be tensed, you will not be relaxed, you would look very unnatural on the camera. So when you have these bullet points, it helps you not to forget what you're going to say, and at the same time it makes it fast and easy for you to remember what you're going to say and then express what you're going to say on camera. That way you're looking very comfortable, very real, So I always advise don't script word for word, and don't look at teleprompters when you're filming, because your eye, it's going to be obvious to the viewer. So just have bullet points, know what you're going to say. One thing I'm going to say is, if you're not confident on camera, like beginners, they're always scared and anxious about being on camera. The truth of the matter is, no creator is perfect on camera. We didn't go to broadcasting school. So all of us are learning on the job. And this is the good thing about YouTube. YouTube is not live. It's something that you can always cut and edit out parts that where you fumbled, where you messed up your words and all of that. You can take more than one shot before you finally choose the particular video or the particular shot that is perfect enough for the video you're trying to make. So don't ever be under pressure to get it at the first on the first take. Another thing is your aesthetic, your environment. I find that most people are always looking for, oh, I don't have enough money to go to a studio to shoot. You don't need all that. Just make sure that your environment is serene, it's clean, and then you're good to go. Number two is your camera. I find that most beginners are always looking for the best camera, because they feel that if they get the best camera and they have the best camera uh, video quality, rather, that YouTube algorithm will push their video. But it doesn't work that way. As a matter of fact, as a beginner, it takes you a couple of videos before YouTube algorithm identifies your video and pushes you out. So I would say that shoot with what you have now. If you have a camera, if it's an iPhone, and I'm sure there are very good quality Androids as well, go ahead and start shooting. Don't wait till you have money to go to a studio, or wait till you have money to buy the most high-tech camera before you start shooting. Start with what you have. And then for YouTube, know that the recommended video size is 16 by 9. Anything you're shooting outside of that will not suffice for YouTube. So just go ahead and start shooting. Make sure that you have your camera. Number two, second thing you need to have is your tripod stand where you place your camera, because you don't want your camera to be shaky. Then number three is your LED light. I find that most people like to shoot, some people like to shoot with natural light, and that's fine, that's okay. That's a good source of light. But I find that what I've come to realize is that people that shoot with natural light is that you, because I've tried it, and I find that it puts me under pressure, because I don't want to be shooting and then the sun goes down. So I'm very fast with my shots. I'm rushing just so that the sun does not go down. So I think it's very important that you have your LED lights. Get a LED light. It's really not that expensive. Get a LED light for times like this, and also for times when it's rainy or cloudy. Are you going to postpone your shoot just because it's rainy? No, get a LED light, and it really help you while you're shooting. Then another thing is your mic. Don't rely on phone lights, phone mic. It will fail you. Make sure that you get an external mic like this, or even just the ones that you attach to your clothes. It's very, very important so that you're very, very audible to the viewers.
So this is my light, my LED light. Like I say, it's always important to
I
have
have two LED lights, but I
another
usually just
light.
use one because I find that when
Most
I
people
use
tend
two
to
of them,
rely
it
on
makes my
sunlight, but
room
what that
quite
does is it puts you on a lot of pressure, under a lot of pressure, because you're trying so hard to film in
slash
time so that the sun doesn't go
slash
down while you're filming.
another
So I think it's
ring
important
light,
that
but I
you
don't use this one. I
invest
use
in
this one
buying
because I just use it
a LED light or a ring
for
light, just
tripods.
so you can,
I think
film
that's the
your videos without too much
LED
pressure.
lights.
So this is
So
my
put together.
LED light. I also have my
Just
ring light,
as long as
and then it also
it
serves as a
works.
tripod
Doesn't take
stand
much
as
and you're
well.
able to
Then this is my setup. Like I said, you don't need to look for anything too aesthetically pleasing. It doesn't have to be the most aesthetically pleasing. Just look for somewhere that is clean and serene in your home, and then start shooting your videos. Some people want to look for
So
studios
guys,
and all
this
of that.
is
You don't
my
need that right
setup,
away as
nothing
a
too
beginner.
fancy.
Get somewhere clean
Just
and
I always
serene
say
in your
don't
home,
be
and somewhere
focused on looking
comfortable.
for the most
Keyword is
aesthetically pleasing
comfort.
setup, but just look for somewhere that is serene in your house and then just shoot your video. Some people go and start looking for studios and all that. You don't need that right away. Just get somewhere really serene in your house, in your home, and then make sure it's clean and it's comfortable for you.